Hello and welcome. My name is Bashir Fadl, but on behalf of LearnITCoursesOnline.com, as well as LearnJobsOnline.com, I'd like to thank you. We do know that you have a variety of choices of IT training, and you've chosen us, so we really appreciate that and hope that you enjoy it. Thank you. In this section, we're going to talk about data blending. Data blending is a very powerful feature in Tableau. It is used when there is related data in multiple data sources, which you want to analyze together in a single view. As an example, consider the sales data present in a relational database and sales target data in an Excel spreadsheet. Now, to compare actual sales to target sales, you can blend the data based on common dimensions to get access to the sales target measure. The two sources involved in the data blending are referred to as primary and secondary data sources. A left join is created between the primary data source and the secondary data source with all the data rows from primary and matching data rows from secondary data source. Now let's look at preparing data for blending. Tableau has two inbuilt-in data sources named Sample Superstore and Sample Coffee Chain.mdb, which will be used to illustrate the data blending. So let's first load the sample coffee chain to Tableau and look at the metadata. Next, we're going to go to Menu and then click on Data and then click on New Data Source and browse for the sample coffee chain file, which is a Microsoft Access database file. And then, as in the screen, we're going to see the different tables and joins available in the file. In this section, we're going to look at adding secondary data source. Next, add the secondary data source named Sample Superstore by again following the steps, which is click on Data, next New Data Source, and choosing this data source. Both the data source now appear on the data window as shown. In this section, we're going to talk about blending the data. Now you can integrate the data from both the sources based on a common dimension. A small chain image appears next to the dimension named state. This indicates the common dimension between the two data sources. Now we're going to drag the state field from the primary data source to the rows shelf and the field profit ratio from the secondary data source to the columns shelf. Then select the bullet chart option from Show Me to get the bullet chart as shown. The chart shows how the profit ratio varies for each state in both the Superstore and coffee chain shops. With this, we come to the end of this session, and we'd like to thank you for joining us. And also, don't hesitate to visit our website at LearnITCoursesOnline.com to leave your feedback and reviews. And also look at our events. We have a lot of free sessions, and we'd be more than happy to have you join at any given time, and also sign up with us for our newsletter. Thank you and have a wonderful time.